Experts at a Washington conference today were quick to say they aren't trying to predict future presidential races, but they did say the long-term outlook could favor Democrats. Cronkite News reporter Ariana Bustos has a story from our Washington bureau.
Long-term demographic changes in Arizona favor Democrats, but that doesn't mean they can kick back or that the GOP should despair.
Arizona are very, very close to flipping. Now, that doesn't mean they will. I mean, that's why we hold the elections. That's because underlying factors are in your favor. You still got to run the campaigns.
Roy Teixeira, senior fellow at the Center for American Progress, co-wrote the study that explains why Democrats are likely to win future presidential elections. The study points to the growth in the number of minority and educated voters across the U.S. Anna Greenberg, partner at Greenberg, Quinlan & Rosner, says the numbers are such that Democrats could win focused solely on minorities and college-educated whites. But they shouldn't.
Just look at demographic changes and shifts in the margins and win easily without ever talking to white working class voters. Well, so tactically, that's a fine strategy, but philosophically, for the Democratic Party, not such a fine strategy.
But Sean Trend, senior elections analyst at Real Clear Politics, said elections can be hard to predict. He said the 2016 election surprised everyone.
I'm an emerging Democratic majority skeptic, and I would have said, no way, that's not going to happen. These things have a way of not playing out once you get a few cycles down the road.
Teixeira, who called Arizona a swingish state, said most voters there still lean Republican.
I think a lot of these voters might be happy to go home to the Republicans, which would make these states less accessible to the Democrats. So everything depends on how the parties conduct themselves and how the image they present to these different groups of voters.
Reporting from Washington, Ariana Bustos, Cronkite News.
Trend pointed to predictions from 1925 that said blacks would always vote Republican, the South would always be Democratic, and the working class would always support the GOP.